Before the video starts, about 96% of you guys are not subscribed. Subscribing and clicking that notification bell does help me out and a lot in doing what I really want to do. Thank you guys so much for all the support. What is going on, guys? Rogue TCG here, bringing another Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG deck profile. This is branded. This is branded TCG. Yeah. We do have pretty much everything. We're missing the branded trap card, which I wasn't playing before. This isn't a deck built on getting Gimmick Puppet Nightmare or Jowgen on the field, so we're not playing the Spellcaster Fusion monster. This is just typical Fusion branded. Again, I'm specifying branded and not like branded fusions, like the Fusion related one, because we're not playing the Edge Imps, we're not playing Patchwork or Poly in the list. This is just functionally as pure branded as you can really get. So I'm going to run down the deck list and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. First, for our main deck. For our main deck, we are on triple Aluber Jester of Despia. On normal or special, add a branded spell trap from your deck to your hand, and then if a fusion monster you control is destroyed by a battle or card effect, or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, when this card's in your grave, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls, special summon this card to your field, and the monster's effects are negated until end of turn. A lot of people don't know that second effect. It comes up more frequently than you'd think. We're on one ad lib. On-field effect is irrelevant. When this card is basically fused off, you can special summon a fusion monster or a Despia that is banished or in your grave. Very good for getting back your banished resources. One Despian Tragedy has no on-field effect except for when this card's sent to the grave as a card material or banished for a material for a fusion summon. You can add from your deck to your hand a Despia monster. Very powerful card. Then that's it for our Despias. I guess we technically have one more left in the deck, but we're not talking about it right now. Now for our Albazes. Speaking of Albaz, here's Albaz. Here's 3 Albaz. We are on triple Fallen of Albaz. Here's Albaz 2. We are on 1 Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. We are on 1 of Albaz's little birds, or more Kit's little bird. We are on 1 Quem and 2 Cartesia. I believe this is all fairly standard for the most part, although there are lots of discussions on which ratios you should be running and which ones you shouldn't. So these are just the ones that I like to run. These are ones that make me feel good. That's it for our Albazes. Now for our Bestials. We're on 1 Lubellion, 1 Saronir, and 1 Magnamut. Pretty standard ratios for branded, I think. We're just not playing the Druis Worm, but I'm not sure if they're even playing Druis Worm anymore. So we're playing these 3. We're still only playing 1 card for Lubellion to search, except it's not branded Regained in our case. So that's one thing of note. And for our last main deck monster, we are on 1 Dark Magician to make Red Eyes Dragoon. Or, yeah, it's like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Next, triple Droll Lockbird, double Effect Veiler for our hand traps. For our branded spells, we are on triple Brandon Opening, triple Joe Brandon's America, 1 Joe Brandon is Lost, and 1 Brandon in Red. As well as, the 1 Brandon Retribution. Still pretty standard, I believe. Maybe some lists are not playing 1 of this, but I really like the consistency. So I do like playing 3 of that. That's it for our Brandon spells. Now for our honorary Brandons. We are on a triple fusion deployment to get Brandon out of deck, as well as triple super polymerization in order to fuse our opponent's cards away. Finally, our non-engine. We are on triple Book of Moon to prevent spot negations such as Infinite Impermanence and Veiler on both of our Despia cards, as well as triple Tactics Talents in order to punish hand trapping, and 1 Call by the Grave to prevent Ash Blossom specifically, most likely, and Shifter, as well as 1 Foolish Burial in order to send Tragedy in order to get a free search. That's it for our main deck. Now, onto our extra. In our extra, we are on double Lubellion, the Searing Dragon. You can pitch a card to fusion summon using your banished grave and field, except Lubellion can't attack the turn you do that. We are on double Albion, the Branded Dragon. You can brand up, and you can banish stuff from your field, grave, and I believe your hand too. And you can fuse using him by banishing materials needed. Very nice. We're on one Graguganol because we are on Cartesia. We are on one Quertus because we are running Despia monsters, as well as being able to cheat it out with Grag. We are on one Mysterion the Dragon Crown because we can make it. One Garua because we can super poly and we can make it. Let's push these guys up just a little bit so we can include some more over here. One Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, one Guardian Chimera for branded in red specifically. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is for a type of opening that we can do. We are on one Rinbrum the Striking Dragon because we are on the card and that we need in order to make it, being Mercurier. We are on one Masquerade the Tax Dragon, two Mirror Jade the Iceblade Dragon, and then lastly, one really shiny Predaplant Drago Stapelia. That's it for our main and extra. I don't have a side deck for this deck. However, if you were to make a side deck for this deck, I would somewhat recommend this card in there. Branded Banishment's pretty good. It's super poly, but it's searchable in Joe Branded's America. Of course, that's what Joe Branded would want, right? We wouldn't want them to have their monsters. That's enough it for this video, though. Thank you guys so much for watching, if you in fact still are, and I'll be seeing y'all later. Bye-bye! Thank y'all so much for watching the video, it really means a lot. If you want to talk to other Yu-Gi-Oh players in a competitive manner, please feel free to check out my Discord. We are still growing, but we would love to have you, and we plan to do some events sometime soon. You'll also be able to do cool stuff like vote on future videos and topics of videos, so swing by sometime and check us out. I also started a Patreon, so that'll be linked in the description of my videos from now on. Donating would mean a lot and would help in producing these videos. Right now, there's only one tier, being Tier 1 Femboy. This tier includes access to an exclusive Discord channel where you'll be able to talk amongst other femboys and have access to discussions with me as well as getting a shout out in every video following your patronage. Thank you so much for all your support.